Hello, my beloved Soul School family and friends. Thank you so much for being here with me today. This is Molly from Soul School Tarot and Astrology. And today I've got for you guys an interactive tarot card reading, also known as a pick a pile. Really, it's more of a pick a card. I've changed up the way I've done these readings, so I'll talk about that today. But our topic today is love, okay? Before I get started, I just want to thank you again for being here. Thank you for your comments, likes, shares, and subscribes. Thank you so much for, once again, just being a part of my community in these crazy times. I'm just very, very glad to have, a group of people that I can reach out to. I would love more than anything to be able to hear from you guys. So definitely drop me a comment. Just let me know how you're doing. Watch me just kind of obsess. My little Virgo placements are obsessing over the placements of these cards right now. Anyways, let's get into this. I sat down and did an interactive tarot card reading, aka a pick a pile, for you guys a couple of days ago. And I actually had to do that one twice. You can go check it out if you want. It is called Coping with the Coronavirus. And I'll tell you what, none of those piles is actually about the illness itself. They are really about the kind of changes that we are trying to deal with as we are coping to the response to the coronavirus epidemic. Okay, so definitely check those out if you're interested. But here's the story, you guys. I sat down to do that reading initially, and I had 5 piles. 3 of those 5 piles ended up being love readings. And so I had to sit down and center myself, ground myself, first of all, have a little combat with spirit and be like, hey, I kind of wanted to focus this reading, and the deal was, let's get out the coronavirus reading, and then I can get out a reading for love. But that was a prerequisite actually to me actually getting into my new moon readings for Aries. So thank you guys for being very, very patient with me on those new moon readings. The energy, as you guys know, has been very unstable, and it's been a hard time for light workers. A lot of us have kind of, in a way we didn't realize, been prepared for this for a little while, but it definitely takes some time for to adapt to the energies in the world right now. So once again, thank you guys for being here. I'm definitely setting the intention of just raising the vibration, raising maybe the optimism of everybody who comes across this message today. So once again, I just want to share a little love and say thank you guys so much for being here. The way that I am going to do this pile today, I've got 4 cards in front of me. All right. You can select based on the number that I have assigned to each pile or the number on the timestamp below if you are attracted to numbers. I also have some gemstones that I'm going to associate with each pile. And then finally, I'm going to flip these cards and we're going to see which card from the fortune telling deck we have today to sort of focus, or really just to see what you resonate with. Okay, right now this is all just guided by spirit. So let's see what kind of messages they have for us today. I am going to go ahead and draw those live. I want to let you guys know right now that I am using an erotic tarot deck. So if that's something you're uncomfortable with, or if you're under the age of 18, I got to ask you to click away. Okay, but thank you so much for being here. Take a peek around. I try to mark those readings that do use that deck just so that none of us get in trouble. But if you're a grown-up and you want to stick around, let's get into this. All right, so we're going to be looking at the energy of the divine masculine, of the divine feminine, and of the connection itself, whether or not it is currently in union. Now, please note that these readings are collective. Timelines may be fluid and roles may be reversed. When I speak of a masculine and a feminine energy, masculine is assertive and feminine is receptive. So you don't have to be a male or a female, identify as such within your relationship or personally within your identity in order to be the masculine or feminine. They're just talking about the different types of energies. All right. So definitely use your own intuition to adapt this message. And if it doesn't resonate with you, maybe pick another pile, maybe check out some of the other readings that I've got in my channel. If you want something that is definitely tailored to your situation, hit me up for a reading. I got all the time in the world. And for the month of March, I am doing I forgot what percentage off, but it's in the description box. Okay, so we got deals, deals, deals on deck. Okay, another policy I'm practicing right now. All God's on deck. Thank you guys so much for being here and bringing your energy into this reading today. All right, so let's get started. Pile number 1, if you just want to pick by number, do that right now. All right, if you'd like to look at crystals, I've got a ruby. This is a trigonic record keeper ruby. That's really kind of fancy. You can Google it. I've got a jade for pile number 2. For pile number 3, that is a clear quartz. It's really pretty. You guys want to see it? Isn't that pretty? Let me get the light in it. I knew I was going to do that. Okay. There you go. That's a really pretty quartz. And then of course I've got this beautiful rose quartz for pile number 4. All right. So if that's your jam, go ahead and check out the timestamp below for your reading. But if you want a little more guidance, that's okay. We are all working with different levels of intuition. For pile number 1, I have this card, Desire. All right. They are a little warped. I left these cards unattended in the presence of a cat and a glass of water. So shame on me. Am I right? All right. For pile number 2 with the jade, we've got Lover. Okay. There is pile number 2. For pile number 3, we have Letter. And then for pile number 4, we have Sweetheart. All right, so those are your piles, friends. Go ahead and click on a timestamp below to determine which pile is right for you. Definitely in this situation, I would not recommend watching more than one reading. So if this doesn't resonate, hold tight for the new moon readings coming out, or check out some of the ones that I put out for the full moon. They definitely are going to be very informative. I actually, go ahead and check out my full moon and my new moon readings that I did in the last month or so, because we're talking about what Venus is going through, what Mars is going through. And I have a feeling that those energies are a big part of why I'm doing this reading today. All right. So if you're still listening to me ramble, go ahead and click on one of those timestamps below. I'm going to get into pile number 1. Hello, friends who chose pile number 1, the record keeper ruby, or the card Desire. Let's go ahead and get right into your message. I have a couple of decks that I'm going to use today to look at the feminine energy, the masculine energy, and the connection overall. Then we're going to look at what is needed in the connection, look at timing and advice, and then some potential outcomes or insights. All right, let's just go ahead and see how it goes. I'm beginning with my Game of Thrones Tarot to look at the feminine energies in this relationship. Okay, now this reading is essentially timeless, but right now what we have going on in the sky is Venus just kind of moving out of a conjunction with Uranus in Taurus. So definitely wanting to, a feminine energy wanting to stand on one's own 2 feet, if you will. Definitely wanting to claim what is their own. Definitely wanting to break free from anything that stands in their way. All right. So the first card we have out for the feminine energy towards the relationship. Thank you, divine spirits of love and light. Ooh, yeah, let's do that. Is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay. This is specifically looking at how the feminine is feeling towards the masculine or towards the connection right now. You guys, wow. Okay. So it kind of looks to me like this feminine has decided that this connection right now might be one of the things that is holding her back from pursuing the things that she wants. Okay. Now I'm saying she, because like I said, we're talking about feminine energy. It does not have to be necessarily somebody who identifies as a woman. All right. But it's a feminine energy. So somebody who's the more receptive energy in the connection right now. And I think it's interesting that in the card Desire, we have a woman staring out the window. Okay. So she's looking for something other than where she is at right now. All right. I feel like the house that she's standing in is the connection. Even if this is a connection that's currently in separation, I really, really get the energy that she's like, what else is out there? Okay. And at the base of this deck is the Hierophant reverse. And that makes me feel like this is a lack of commitment. All right. That she's seeing that this in this particular energy, in this particular storyline, the feminine energy is seeing that there's, you know what, this is not, either this goes against my values in some way, shape, or form, or this is just not something that is going to lead to commitment. And if being in a commitment is one of your values, then that's exactly what that's doing. That's what Venus is all about. In fact, the Hierophant is Taurus energy. Venus is in Taurus right now. So Taurus is not just about love and beauty and friendship and relationships. It's about the things that are important to us. Okay, so I feel like for this pile, what the feminine desires is some commitment that she's not getting from this particular connection. Okay, so here's what she's going to do about her. Here's what the energy that she's in. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, and you guys, I love this so much because I've got my clairaudience working for me today, and I'm hearing quotes from Daenerys Targaryen. So if you're not a Game of Thrones fan, I don't want to make obscure references, but one of the, central characters, we just had 11/11, of the entire series is Daenerys Targaryen. And she's just such a dynamic character. She really changes a lot, or does she? From the beginning to the end of the series. And one of her famous quotes is, "I didn't come to stop the wheel, I came to break the wheel." So I feel like this feminine is in an energy where they're not just walking away from this particular lack of commitment. They're walking away from a very long cycle of not getting what they really wanted and valued and deserved in a relationship. Okay? They're not just trying to stop the wheel, they're trying to break the wheel. Isn't that amazing? I wish you guys could feel how empowered I feel right now. All right. Because, and I put this down, I do this sometimes subconsciously. I put this down upright because that's what she wants. In general, she wants to move forward outside of this connection. In this connection, she's putting it down. Somebody was doing too much. Somebody's doing too much to resist or deny this connection, or they're asking the relationship to carry on without the commitment, and that's a burden. Nobody wants that. Okay, she doesn't want that. She's tired of this. All right. So and I also get so they had me take a peek at what scene is going on here. This is right after a jousting match. And so this is somebody probably like, a squire or whatever in medieval terms, who would gather up all the jousting, like spears. Spears, by the way, are wands, you guys. They are wands, not swords, because that's the next card out. Give me a second. Okay, we're going there. So after the knights, they get all the attention and they're running around and they're like jousting and they're great and they got their horses. And in my mind, you guys, okay, those knights, they're living the life that this squire really wants to live. But instead, at the end of everything, all they're doing is picking up the spears, the little jousting sticks, and putting them away and carrying them away. And they're tired. The feminine is tired of living in that energy. They're ready to be the knight. Okay? Because the jousting ring, even if it's a square, I don't care. They're showing me a ring, and that is a symbol for this Wheel of Fortune. All right? Okay? They're just tired of, now they're showing me somebody trying to push this wheel forward, and it's really, really difficult. Like, it's not moving forward. So why try to labor over that anymore? Is where the feminine is at in this connection right here. The desire is to move TF on, okay? To move on. Okay. Let's step back from the word traitor for a moment, okay? I feel like if there are feelings of betrayal that the feminine is going through right now, it's part of her mood. I'm letting you know. It's just part of this mood and this frustration. Once you get some steps away from this, you can kind of say, you know what? I stepped into this. I stepped into this situation. I perpetuated this situation. Over time, you know what I mean? You can begin to see that maybe you might begin to feel that you betrayed yourself, but you will forgive yourself. That is a mandate is what they're saying. You're being asked to forgive yourself, asked by spirit. Okay, but also to forgive the other person, because it does take two people to push this wheel. That's why the feminine can't push it alone. It takes two people to push this wheel. So in the future, it was moving forward. What was moving it forward? Both of you were. Both of you were contributing to that energy dynamic. Okay, so this is just like, you know what, like, the Ten of Swords can be feelings of betrayal, which may be present in this situation, but I don't feel like they have to be. Some of you guys are feeling like the other person betrayed you. Those are childhood wounds that are being brought up. And the more space that you take from them, the more that you'll realize that what this person did was less of a betrayal and more of just like a tremendous trigger of another time in which you were betrayed. Okay? For some of you guys, that's going to make sense. Okay? But nonetheless, the other interpretation of this Ten of Swords is just putting an end to the cycle of thoughts, okay? The Nine of Swords was sitting up all night, thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And the Ten of Swords is literally just like the straw that breaks the proverbial camel's back. Like, you just can't be stuck in this thought cycle anymore, all right? So in this particular connection, that's the energy that I see surrounding the feminine at this time. Let's go to my Ship of Fools. And you guys, I did not mean to be like this. I literally just felt drawn to certain decks for the feminine and the masculine. In fact, I switched that up today. I was planning on doing different decks, but I had a different intuitive pull. So the Ship of Fools Tarot is kind of interesting because on the back of the Game of Thrones, which I was drawn to for the feminine, these are all swords. Okay, swords are the element of the mind. All right, so I really, really feel like the feminine is more in their mind, whereas the masculine is more in this balanced space where they have all four of the elements present. Okay. Mars is going through a series of conjunctions with Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn right now. So masculine energy definitely going through like their own personal, individual karmic lessons and cycles, closing those out, doing that outside of the connection, okay? So let's take a peek at what this particular connection's masculine is feeling towards the connection at this time. Well, yeah. Let's see. I know I need to clarify this, please. Can I get something to just really drive this home for me, please? That's, oh my God, you guys, stop it! Look at what he got. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. I knew it because I knew it was going to be a major because these two are mirroring one another right now. Okay? All right? And the Three of Swords is at the bottom of his pile. So the truth is he's also not moving things forward right now, but it's a more of he can't kind of energy. And it kind of breaks his heart, you guys. You guys, I feel this energy so hard right now. Okay, it's not a bad thing. I'm not hating it. All right, I am gonna light some incense. However, this is a little more in-depth read than I was expecting. So we're gonna get out this angel healing because that's exactly what I think this. Here's a little angel healing. I think that's what this connection is needing at this time. All right. So here's what's going on with him. This Seven of Staves reversed. I'm going to be very real with you. I get a couple messages from this card combination. The Seven of Staves or Wands reversed, and then the Six of Coins reversed, okay? I kind of feel like he's backing away from the situation because he's just not in a place where he can give. You know, like this, the feminine is tired of bearing all the weight in this relationship, and he's being like, you're right, I either am not able or not willing to give, to reciprocate in this relationship at this time, okay? So this is a stalemate, okay? The wheels are locked. But it's also, like, you have to understand that wheel is the wheel of destiny, which I believe that this is This is a very important connection. But it's one where in order for it to work out, both people need to pause and do their own thing right now. Okay? Both people, the feminine is not happy with what they're getting from this situation. And I really see that the masculine is just not super capable of giving into this situation. The 7 of Spades reverse says, you know, like, I don't have the... It's kind of like I don't have the energy. I'm backing down. I'm feeling powerless in this situation. I'm just feeling really overwhelmed, and I have to choose my battles right now. That's the energy that he is in at this time. Okay, so let's take a peek. This is, I promised you guys, I was going to be doing an erotic tarot deck. So that's what this is now. If that makes you squeamish, please go ahead and click away. Or, I don't know, fast forward until I get to the oracle cards, all right? So these 3 cards coming out, divine spirits of love and light, archangels, ancestors, allies, and guides. Let's take a peek at, can we get a past, present, and future, maybe? Is that going to be the best way to look at this connection? And I got a resounding yes, okay? So these 3 cards are going to represent a past, present, and future. We'll do a couple more shuffles they're asking for. Thanks again for being here, you guys. If this reading is resonating with you, please hit the like button and subscribe. If you haven't already, definitely leave a comment, even if you just want to say hi. All human interaction that comes through in a positive vibration is definitely welcomed at this point in time. Thanks so much. Let's take a peek. We do need to look at a past, present, and future. That's the dynamic that I am wanting to peek at. We have flippers. Do I have 3? I'll take those. Yes, those are past. That is present. That is future. All right. You guys, we have the lovers in the future. Okay, the world reversed at the bottom of this deck says that this is not done yet, okay? Because here's the thing. The entire cycle of the tarot begins with the Fool, all right? The Fool is the number 0. It's a circle, all right? And it ends with the World, all right? Which is a circle as well. Halfway in between those 2 things, you know what you've got? The Wheel of Fortune. All right. This is just a midpoint in this relationship. But like I said before, there's this desire. I feel like it's a mutual desire for one another. I don't feel like it's just the feminine. They're showing me somewhere there's a window that he's staring out of, or that the masculine energy is staring out of, thinking about her. But he's got stuff he's got to do. Her stuff, she's got her room nice and tidy. Her life, she kind of has it more together right now. And that's why she's wanting more. But this guy's trying to get, or the masculine energy is kind of trying to get to that energy and doesn't feel like they're able to give. So there's just like nobody's really looking towards the future right now. All right. In the past, I just feel like there was a lot of anxiety. There's a 9 of Spades here. And of course, which is swords. And this leads to the 10 of Swords that we found in the feminine energy. But I also feel like this is maybe something that she was pursuing more than he was, because I get the feeling that this is her energy and this is his. This is remember how we had the 7 of Wands reversed up here for him? This is the 9 of Wands reversed, okay? Okay, and now let's look at who's doing the giving and the receiving in each of these. In the 9 of Swords, the feminine, is giving and the masculine is receiving. That's what was causing all this anxiety. Like, I'm just kind of tired of that dynamic. I really feel like this person is not giving into this what I am willing to. And they're like, I'm just kind of tired. I'm exhausted. Okay? Because in this one, he's doing the giving and she's doing the receiving. You can see she's having a good time, but he's kind of like, oh, this is really stressful. I'm putting in a lot of work. All right. I'm letting you know. That's just what the cards are talking to me about. So right now, the energy is that this is not looking forward, but it's not ready yet, you guys. And this is kind of one of the more vulgar cards. I'm just going to let you know. It's a little more graphic, okay? Because she's trying to do the thing, but he's not ready yet. Okay? Once again, she is more enthusiastic than he is, all right? He's not, ready. Yeah, y'all know what I mean. Y'all know exactly what I mean. He's not ready yet, okay? So, that's what's going on in this situation. She's ready and nothing's really happening. So she's like this close to moving on. And he also is not, he's just not ready. He's not ready. But this time that's going on right now is what it would take to be ready. Because you guys, let me show you that. These lovers, look, he is fawning on her now. All right. In this card, the masculine energy is just like embracing and loving and adoring the feminine energy. So the best thing that you can really do right now, if you're the feminine, is your damn self. Take care of you. Keep on rising. Be the empress so that whenever he gets around to being like his emperor energy, he can be ready. Like, you know what I mean? Don't put your life on pause for somebody who's not ready. For some of you guys, this lovers in the future means that you do just choose something new. All right? The wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. It's the song that they just downloaded. All right? I got one of my old karaoke buddies on the other side, and she gives me really good songs. Thank you. All right, this Vintage Wisdom Oracle is going to tell us what is currently needed in this situation. I have a hunch it's just going to be time. Transition. I do want one more because I kind of that one. Ooh. And union, you guys. Okay. Okay. So one of the things that I'm always drawn to in this card is her aura and the colors in the background and the open crown chakra. All right. The Wheel of Fortune showing up in both cards is saying this other person is definitely on their path, just not right now. Okay. But this open crown chakra, this is just tuning into your own destiny, divine calling, but also look at how balanced them chakras are. You got all the lights glowing, all the colors glowing. All right. So if you're a spiritual person, do some chakra work here. But again, look at what we have here. This feminine standing there looking through this window, this portal, kind of like waiting almost. That's what she's doing too. And do you see this little barrier in front of her? Okay. That is the Wheel of Fortune. The Ferris wheel is shut down and she's waiting for the next time it comes around. But don't put your life on pause, okay? Do understand that this union is in a tremendous state of transition. If you want to know more of that, we've got to get a personal reading because it's different for every single one of you. But you guys, I love those kinds of things. I'm going to take a peek at my Moonology Oracle deck. There could be some hints in this about timing. Really, the reason I chose this deck to be a part of the reading is to take a peek at how this energy is currently moving. But I think we see it's not moving now, but it's likely to in the future. Can we get any more insight on this energy? Please, divine spirits of love and light. Oh, snap, you guys. What did I just say about tapping into the divine knowledge and your divine plan? Turn on that crown chakra. It's got messages for you. Here's the card we got. Full moon. Okay, we got a new moon coming up. So it's going to be at least a couple of weeks. But honestly, for some reason, I'm really getting a pull that this is maybe even an eclipse moon. We have eclipse full moon in there, and it's not here. This is not it. This is just full moon. But look what it says, you guys. Surrender to the divine. Okay? Divine timing is at play. The Wheel of Fortune upright is divine, the Wheel of Fortune is divine timing. Sometimes the wheel is spinning, sometimes it has to stop. Okay? So these two people are definitely on each other's paths, but not right now, okay? Not right now. I'm going to the William Shakespeare playing cards to see what the Bard has to say about this union, potential outcome, or insight from Mr. William Shakespeare. All right, let's see what you got for us. Wow, that is exactly it. Okay, we have 2. Oh, okay. He's seeking stability right now. All right. I would give all my fame for a pot of ale and safety from Henry V. Okay, because we did have 2 cards come out. One's a Jack, and I think that's him because, like I said, she's kind of like, oh my God, we had Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou? Romeo, is that not this feminine who is ready for union? And he's not. Okay, sorry you guys, I'm all over the place with this. All right, but we have like a masculine and a feminine energy that came out with these cards, so I'm reading them as such. I would give all my fame for a pot of ale and safety. The Jack of Wands is kind of like a player energy, right? Somebody who is avoiding commitment, and it actually kind of came out reverse because the whole energy that I get around this is that this person is tired of playing around. This masculine. He's just got to get some things together, okay? The Queen that I got here is equivalent to the Queen of Cups. Time shall unfold what plighted cunning hides. Who cover faults at last, shame them derides. So it's almost like he's going to feel bad about running away from this. He is. Because he's tired of the thing he thinks he's trying to preserve by running away from the feminine at this time. Does that make sense? Right? And here we're in this time where everything's changing, and I think a lot of people's priorities are shifting as well. Okay, so please understand divine timing is at work, y'all. Okay, you guys are on each other's paths, but not right at this moment. So like if you really are wanting to do the best you can, here's the way that I say this. Okay, so imagine there's an imaginary cord, this cord of desire that is connected to you and it's connected to the other person too, right? The best thing that you can do is keep your end of the tunnel clean. Okay, keep positive energy, positive vibration once he disconnects from that energy flow, because then when he decides to engage in that energy flow again, he's going to find it full of positive energy. So if this is something you're super committed to holding on to, just you got to do yourself in the meantime, okay? Go ahead and move forward with whatever you're wanting to move forward to in life, but this is also an opportunity for you to rest from the stress and the anxieties and the burdens that came along with this last phase of the cycle of this relationship. I super duper hope that this was helpful to you guys. I'm sending you so much love. Definitely hit that like button before you go if you're still here, and be happy, be healthy, be hopeful. We are going to get through this together, guys. Thanks so much for being here today. All right, friends, let's go ahead and jump into your reading for pile number 2. If you chose this Jade stone, which is associated with the heart chakra. And look, we got a little heart up there on the card marked Lover. So if you're drawn to that card, let's go ahead and we're going to begin by taking a peek at the feminine energies. And like I said at the beginning, feminine does not need to mean, it doesn't mean somebody who identifies necessarily as feminine or necessarily somebody who was identified as feminine at birth. We're just talking about the energies. It doesn't, like, it could totally be a dude. I'm just letting you know. Okay. Take it as it resonates. Relationship roles may be reversed and timelines may be fluid, but I'm just going to be looking at 2 different energies that are contributing to this connection at the time, and then we're going to look at the connection itself. We're going to look at what the connection needs, what's going on timing-wise, and then, of course, we're going to check in with William Shakespeare, see what the Bard has to say about this, okay? So we're starting off with the Game of Thrones Tarot, and I'm looking for 3 cards. Ooh. Okay. All right. Yes. 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 I'm just taking that one. There we did, you guys. Okay. We had the too many cards came out. I'm going to peek at them real quick. I almost feel like somebody was working to find information and then they found that information and it broke their heart. I'm just letting you know. Okay, it has to do with somebody's value, somebody being devalued in the relationship. I'm gonna let you know, this feminine is not happy. She's very cold. She's very calculating. Y'all, we can all call ourselves this when we're being one, right? She's kind of being a bitch, but that's okay. Sometimes this energy is needed, okay? Because she needed to run her realm, all right? So she did some messed up things, but she did them from a place of intellect, of logic, of strategy, okay? This Queen of Swords does not have complete mastery over her logic and her power of communication at this time, or she's not using it to the highest end. She might just really be confused. She might just really be confused because we have the Two of Swords right now. Like I said, we had some energy on the deck. Maybe somebody was looking for information about something that they were working on and putting energy into, and they found information, or information came to them that kind of stung their heart. Because we got the three. What was at the bottom before I put these down? The Queen of Coins reversed, right? So something that makes her feel like she has been devalued in this connection. So now she's got this piece of evidence, right? And then she's got the other reality that she knows, and she's holding on to both of these. It's almost like having two conflicting notions, and you're trying to hold on to both of them right now. She might just be fooling herself. This Queen of Swords might be reversed because she's simply fooling herself, all right? This is, in my mind right now, maybe a lack of self-reflection. So you guys, I don't want this to be a call out. It is a call in. Come on in, honey, okay? I love you so much, but I got to tell you, this is what the cards are saying right now, okay? And so maybe you're the masculine in this energy. I don't know, all right? So the Seven of Coins is about looking at what you have invested in something. Remember we had that Eight of Coins back there, something you've been working on? And looking at the work that you have put into it and whether or not it's really yielding what it is that you want, what you seek, what you desire, what you deserve. All right? This is the Queen of Pentacles energy. She was upright. And this is upright. Okay? Some of you guys are just not trusting your intuition right now. All right, because now you see how she's got these two swords, right? The hand that's holding this sword is a nice fancy silver sword, like the queen would have, okay? The hand that's holding this sword is a nice rustic, it's like a wooden sword, it's a play sword, but it's also more like the kind of sword that this guy would have. I don't know how to explain that. This is just somebody who's on her throne in her mind, and this is somebody who's been in the world. So something about what you find out might actually conflict with your direct experience of this connection. Okay, I'm going to take a peek at his energy. All right, we've got the Empress in the middle of this deck. So I feel like he might be more open. We do have a masculine in this card right here. He might be more open, or we got the Star in here, okay? So let's see what he's feeling about this. We got this pop out. The Chariot reverse. He feels like either he doesn't know what direction to go in, or he's trying to go in a direction and he's spinning his wheels. We have the Two of Swords. You guys, this is the second pile where we have these two people mirroring one another. What are you? Temperance reversed. Wow, you guys. This is another mirror because this is a 7 and a 7. Okay, and here we have the Queen of Swords reversed. Here we have the Temperance reversed. All right. But there is still the Star card. And the Empress, you guys. There's hope for growth. This is kind of a similar message that came up with pile number 1. So if this resonates, maybe... Like I said, don't watch 2 piles, but like cherry pick it. Read it and like watch it and see if any of those things make sense to you. Leave behind what doesn't. Do that with all your readings, guys. Make sure before you take that message as your own, make sure it really resonates with your own intuition. He is also in a place where there's duality on both sides, because in order to get the chariot to move forward, you have to get two horses in order, like to work together. And in Temperance, what you've got are these two pitchers of water that are being poured into one another. Okay, so I feel like the masculine energy is stuck between this rock and a hard place where nothing's moving forward here. He wants to move forward from a place of logic and she's stuck. Okay? But there's definitely silence. There's not communication happening right now. Okay? He is frustrated because nothing's moving forward. He doesn't know how to move forward. Maybe he's not that motivated to move forward. I feel like he is, though. But there is a lack of, like, things aren't coming together. Things aren't making sense. Temperance. These are both majors. This guy, this masculine energy, or like whatever person is associated with this masculine energy, is going through more of, I feel like he's more internally invested in this connection than she is right now. But see how she's blind? She's blind to the truth. She can't see it. He's blindfolded to the truth. It's right there in front of him. And he's just... Wow, you guys, that is a major league. These are both, like, I am expressing, like, I'm feeling right now. This is manifesting in me, this Two of Swords energy. Does this card mean this? Does this card mean that? I don't know. It can mean both things. That's what that energy is right now. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the middle of the deck and the World card reversed. So I'm going to get a really, really, really good, I'm going to sage, or like not sage, but I'm going to smudge with some ground clove before we get any more messages from these cards. But see, here's the thing, you guys. Even though you're both in this stuck place, why would this this reading even be happening if there wasn't some sort of connection, right? So we do know there is a connection there. But I do feel like the masculine is more invested in it, which is interesting because it's a masculine on the card. Another thing is, like, she's just she's kind of stuck on one issue and he's really stuck on, do I move forward with this or not? Okay, communication is definitely what is needed at this time. All right, let's see what the relationship is going through, and then I'm going to pull out some oracle cards. This is an opportunity that's slipping away. I'm going to just put that there because it's not one of my three cards. It's just a clarifier for that one. It's just the top. Two of Pentacles. Okay, I will take that one then. Okay. Here's the thing. Y'all are both sitting there juggling this right now, and eventually you're going to have to deal with the consequence of juggling it and juggling it and juggling it. Doesn't get it anywhere. I hope that didn't seem harsh. That's just how the energy that came out. Okay. There's a lack of spark. Like, where'd the fun go? It's not fun anymore. It's not passionate. Okay. But there's also a lot of fear of the unknown. Yeah, that's the 10 of Swords reversed. Okay. So the cards I have on the table, you guys, I have the Ace of Pentacles reversed with the the Knave or the Page of Wands reversed. Okay. So that's like, there's an opportunity to move forward right now, but I think there's this tremendous fear of the unknown. All right. So what happens is you have two people who sit there and just kind of keep like trying to keep their, this is going to sound wrong. I mean, think of a juggler trying to keep their balls in the air, okay? Just maybe trying to play along, go through the motions, things like that, while they're secretly holding on to this. They're both in this state of indecision, all right? So there's going to be consequences to that if it's not dealt with, is what the Seven of Swords reversed is saying to me. But there is an opportunity. I do really feel hopeful that this can be talked about. Things can be brought out. I think that this person is a little suspicious. Like they said, they found something that doesn't sit right with them. It maybe hurts their feelings a little bit. And all they really need to do is talk. And they'll be able, this person is going to be able to clear their name. They didn't really do anything wrong. Or they'll be able to explain it, I think. But the thing is, they don't have the information they need to move forward in this situation or to heal the situation, okay? What is needed at this time? Change and enchantment. Okay, interesting. Perception is at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like it's a change in perception. This enchantment right now, this is the same figure. Because you see how they're in the same posture? Okay. This woman in the change card, this is the fear of the unknown. All right. Once she gets out of that, she's going to freaking love what she finds. Okay. She's going to be able to take off this cloak. She's going to be able to be vulnerable. But right now she does have this owl that's trying to guide her, like this inner wisdom. Okay. You guys, there's just, their communication has to happen here. Please, please, please. All right. We're going to go to the Moonology Oracle deck and see what it's got to say about this. I straight up, when I planned out this reading, I was like, they might go a little long. We'll see what happens. But yo, I didn't realize how long they would go. Okay. That's all right. I'm glad you're here. Hopefully you got the time. You guys, here is another effect that this reading is having on me. My guides are doing this to me right now. Remember I said they're both blindfolded? I'm looking at these cards and I keep thinking there's got to be more to them. And that's the message, is you both are sitting here like, I don't understand this situation. There's got to be more to it. I'm not happy with that. I want more. Change. Show me change, please. How does change happen here? How does change happen here? Divine spirits of love and light, archangels, ancestors, allies, and guides. Can you help me understand? Gratitude. Interesting. And expression. All right. Remember how I said communication, you guys? Somebody is really guarding their truth. But once it comes out, that's what leads to enchantment. To me, gratitude is just really expressing that you care. Expressing to somebody that you're grateful for what they've done for you. All right. Be grateful for what you have right now. All right. And this is a message, I think, to the feminine, because I feel like the feminine is caught in their thoughts right now and wondering if this is even worth investing in. But stop and look at what you've really got right now. Okay. Find a way to ground yourself if you can. I think communication is going to be the exact best thing that can happen right now. All right. But definitely take some time to yourself first and get grounded before you go and try to communicate, because this Queen of Swords, like, all of her words are not necessarily going to come out the way she wants them to. They might come out a little harsh right now. Okay. So do a little heart chakra healing if that's your jam. Let's take a look at the Moonology deck and see what, maybe if there's anything about timing or advice at this point in time. We've got 2. Okay, the energy is gaining momentum and nothing is yet set in stone. All right. So, like I said, both of these 2 swords that both people are carrying is a state of tension that can be relieved. And this energy, this is a warning. This energy is gaining momentum. There's another card. Look at the bigger picture. That's what gratitude is all about. You guys, if you are suddenly stuck in a small space with your partner for extended periods of time, they're going to get on your nerves 1,000 different ways. That's just real. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture right now. Okay, that's a full moon in Sagittarius. The energy is gaining momentum, is the waxing moon, and nothing is yet set in stone. Okay, so you have the power to take charge of this situation, but the warning that you're getting right now is that if you don't, this silence is kind of going to explode. I mean, I don't even think it's going to explode. I just think that it's going to lead to... Basically, this whole situation can be fixed with communication. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. We have, again... Oh, wait, no, it's not the 3 of swords. I always want to say that. It's the 3 of pentacles, essentially. The 3 of diamonds, all right? You guys have an opportunity to build together. But here's the thing. It's about the evil that men do lives after them. The good is often interred with their bones. It has something to do with this person's reputation. Whether or not they've done the right or wrong thing, you may have received some misinformation. And I think it just needs to be talked about. Okay? Because otherwise you're going to always move forward thinking that this person did you wrong. And I really kind of don't think that they did. Or maybe something happened and it's just a misinterpretation, all right? But I feel like the masculine energy is very committed to this connection, but they're really confused. They don't know how to move forward at this point in time. Let me see if we can get one more card from William Shakespeare for our masculine energy. Oh my gosh. So Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou? Romeo, which is, in my mind... Switch up the names however you want. The masculine is like, what happened to my feminine? Where did she go? Our doubts are traitors and would make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. So this is the equivalent of the Knight of Cups. This saying, talk about your feelings right now, okay? I know that you have a lot of doubts. Whatever you found has put doubt in your mind has put doubt in the feminine's mind about the masculine, okay? But our doubts are traitors. And often make us lose sight of what we might win, of what good. You got to look at the bigger picture. Don't lose a good thing. Now, he's got the 3 of Cups. This is tied to him. I do love nothing in the world so well as you is not that strange, okay? Like I said, I just think that this is a strained energy right now. And communication is what it's going to take in order to clear things up. I super duper hope this was helpful. If you guys want something more specific, I'd be so happy to do that for you. Hit me up in the information below for a personal reading. And if you're still sticking around, go ahead and hit that like button before you go. Thank you again, you guys. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay hopeful. We're all going to get through this together. Hello friends, and welcome to the reading for pile number 3. If you picked this beautiful clear quartz or the card marked letter, this is a reading for you. So I'm going to begin by taking a look at the feminine energies. Like I said in the intro, this doesn't have to be an actual identifying female. This is just the more receptive energy in the relationship, okay? So yeah, like even if you're in a same-sex relationship, often one partner will carry more of a masculine energy while the other carries more of a feminine. And I'm not talking about appearance and dress, but I'm talking about in relation to the connection. And then of course, sometimes those roles are very fluid. So with all general readings, timelines are also fluid and the roles may be reversed. But let's take a peek first. Feminine energies, then the masculine energies, the energies of the connection, what is needed, and then we'll take a look at insights and outcomes, okay? All right, thank you guys so much for being here. We already got one card out. I'm using the Game of Thrones Tarot. this is the time for shadow work for her. Okay, if you guys check out my last couple astro forecasts, I mentioned them. Yeah, boo boo, I'm there with you. Look, I'm gonna be there for you. Hold on a second, we'll get there. Okay, check out the astro forecast for Venus and Mars empowered. She really wanted to come out. Yeah, we'll do both of those. All right, it's about your value, your sense of self-worth. Okay, and the sun. Here comes the sun, do 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 do. It's alright. The Empress underneath, you guys, and the King of Coins underneath, you guys. You guys, you're going through a transformation right now. You're going through a struggle to get to your divine counterpart. All right, you got 3 extra cards. Don't tell anybody, okay? Pile number 3, but that makes sense because you're pile number 3, right? Okay. Here you got 4 extra cards. Shh, I won't tell. Here's what's going on. All right. My eye was itching. Sorry, guys. Okay. We have so much amazing energy here. But we did start out with the devil. And if you've seen the show, you know that guy, Ramsay Bolton. He's the absolute worst. But what the devil represents in tarot is our shadow side, the shadow self, our weaknesses. No, I don't even say weaknesses. The ways in which we feel weak, because that's what the strength card is. Emotional reactivity, the inability to restrain. This is somebody who's working really hard to restrain themselves in some way, shape, or form. Okay? Because there's a lot of fears, doubts, temptations, old karmic ways of living that really weaken you. They really sap you of your strength, okay? They are the result of these emotional reactions that you're having, okay? I feel like somebody was triggered, okay? So this is, because it's here's the same guy. So here you are sitting in your value, in who you are. You really are trying to step into this role of Queen of Coins if you haven't already mastered this, okay? But also the Queen of Coins wants to eventually step into the role of the Empress, and we've got the Empress coming up, okay? This is future energy for you. What you're going through right now will yield these results. So let me get there in a moment, feminines. I say you, like assuming I'm talking to the feminine. I don't know. You know who I'm talking to, okay? Or about. So this Queen of Energies knows what this Queen of Coin energy, she knows what she's worth. She knows her value. All right. And there's some sort of temptation that is asking her to compromise that. And I think right now she's saying no to it. Okay. She's saying no to whoever is trying to hand her this cup, because here's the deal. The pictures are talking so much, okay? So the guy in this picture, this is a different character, but still, we're calling her the Queen of Pentacles here. That's who she embodies here. Is like, this is guy coming along and trying to offer her this cup, and she's saying no to it because she sees him in that cloak and she thinks that he's the devil energy. Let's ignore what we know about that character, about Littlefinger to be true in the show, because in the cards this is actually a stable dude who's trying to reach out his cup, but she doesn't see it that way. She is reacting to a karmic, this is a karmic trigger. In my mind, you guys, what a karmic trigger is it is a link to a wound that you sustained in your past, probably in childhood, maybe even, get with me here, open your mind, in a past life. Okay, so you still have that wound that's not completely been healed. So sometimes other people completely unknowingly bump that wound. They hit that trigger, and that's what you're saying no to. But I really honestly feel that it's like you're trying to stay grounded, but at the same time you're feeling like the devil energy pulling on those chains. And it's weakening you. And you're in this place where you're not accepting this cup. But you guys, we have the sun in the future. Once you're able to see this guy in the light, because look how dark it is right now. It's kind of shady. Okay? Once you're able to see this guy in the light, you step right into those Empress vibes, and you're looking right at him, and oh my gosh, there you are. Now I feel like this has potential to grow. Now I feel like I can let my emotions be present, because I see this guy in the light, and I realize he's not the devil. He is the King of Coins. Okay, you guys, masculine energies are going through so much. We have an Ace of Swords. You're going to make a realization. There's a truth that he probably has for you. Okay, Venus energy, feminine energy right now, astrologically what's going on is like trying to break out of anything that's been holding you back. Okay, and especially holding you back from what you're worth and what you deserve. Okay, so this devil pulling on these chains right there, you're currently, Venus is moving out of a conjunction with Uranus that is allowing it to break free of that kind of energy. All right, the masculines are going through, Mars is going through, and by the way, we have both these energies inside each of us. Mars is going through a series of conjunctions with the outer planets that are really causing the divine masculine to look at what he's been through and what he's working towards at this time. Okay, so this is energy about how, ooh, snap, you guys. Hold on a second, okay, because the King of Coins is not off the hook yet. Okay, so this masculine energy, all of our divine masculines within us and in our partnerships are having to go through, like, honestly, kind of a lot of soul searching. All right, Mars is touching up with Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto all throughout the later part of March, and they just show me the World card on the bottom, showing that he's closing out his own cycle. All right, but check out how he is represented in his own energy, how he's feeling about this is the King of Coins reversed. And oh snap, and you guys, I'm taking it as our third card for him, the Devil reversed. Oh my God, you guys, I feel this energy right now. Okay, I want to get one or two more cards on him. Okay, because check it out, this happened in my other readings too. These three cards and these three cards are mirroring each other. We have the Queen of Coins here, and we have the King of Coins reversed here. We have Strength, which is a major reversed. We have Love, which is a major reverse. We have the Devil, and we have the Devil reversed. He's 8 of Cupsing it, you guys. He's retreating. Page of Cups, there's love here. The Seat of Love. And another Strength card reverse, and the 7 of Swords. Yeah. Yes, we have to mirror this as well, okay? So he's feeling, here's the thing, so much of this is reversed, all right? He does not have the energy for this right now, all right? He does not have the energy and the motivation right now for what's been going on. She's trying to protect her value, okay? And she didn't accept his cup because she was triggered by something in her past. What he's going through is he doesn't want to stay in this connection where you guys, all right, I gotta step back. Okay, he doesn't want to stay in this relationship where he's not valued, because here's what she has manifested. She manifested her King of Coins, okay, her divine partner. But then what happened is the Devil came and started yanking on those chains, saying, hey, can we really trust him? Do you really deserve this? Are you really worth this? Fears, doubts, insecurities. And getting jealousy. Okay? Came into her mind, and it kept her from accepting the cup from this king. And he's like, you know what? I feel like she doesn't see that I'm the King of Coins. And he doesn't so he knows that love is present, but he's not choosing it at this time. There's love, but he's not in it. There's love here. Okay. but he's not choosing it. Honestly, I feel like he's in the process of breaking out of his own devil situation, but also he's trying to break free of what this feminine manifested. She was so concerned with him not seeing her value that she didn't see his value. And so he's walking away from it. And he really does feel bad. Okay? Because look, he's got the Strength reverse down here. Page of Cups, Strength reverse, and the Seven of Swords. Okay? He has this love for her. But he can't handle this energy. It weakens him as well. He gets triggered by that. And then he has to sneak off and take care. He has to just go and take care of himself in that situation. You guys, these readings have ended up way deeper than I expected. But y'all know me, I am here for it. I'm here for it. This is a tremendous mirroring of energies. And y'all are made of the same material. Coins. There could be two earth signs. But, wow, you guys, this energy is present in me at this time. I'm feeling it. All right, we're going to take a peek at the path of the connection. I think we're going to do past, present, future here. It's interesting because as I keep opening, like cutting the deck to shuffle, I'm seeing the King of Swords, the King of Cups, okay? He's not quite in an Emperor role just yet. The Hierophant, you guys. I feel like there is a soul contract. These two people are here these two people came to trigger each other. I'm going to be real with you. That doesn't mean they can't end up together, but sometimes that's why somebody is on your path. Because you feel deeply enough for them that you can get down to where that wound is at. And finally call the attention to it that you need in order to heal it. Okay? So I really feel like she has been essentially tested. She manifested what her fears. She manifested what was in her fears. That's what she gave her attention to and her energy to. What if he doesn't see my value? What if he doesn't see my value? Well, and then it kept her from seeing his. Aw, I want to give her a hug. All right, what are present energies in this connection? You can't give me all of those. You want to? Whatever. That's 4. Yes. Okay, so this is future, this is present. All right. So right now, okay, the past energies were like, yeah, and that's what's in the future too. We're present, okay? In the future, we have the Ace of Cups and the Page of Swords. So I really feel like there's an opportunity, like there's a chance that these two people will open up for love. We're going to take a peek at the oracle cards. I cannot talk. I did not mean for that to come out like that. I said, all right. All right, so let us, all right, what this is doing right now, what this is talking to me about, this Hanged Woman reverse in the past. Is this inability to see this whole situation from this higher perspective. Okay, right now what's going on, we have the Magician and the Fool on the table. All right, we have the Magician and the Fool on the table, but they are reversed. There is the potential for a new beginning here, but what's really needed is trust, and both of these people are losing trust right now. All right, both of these people have really kind of lost some trust, and that's what's preventing. That's why this Love card remains reversed. Yeah, and the Strength card remains reversed. All right, let's take a picture at take a peek at the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. And just kind of see what's needed in this relationship at this time. Thank you guys so much for being here. If the reading is resonating with you, please take a moment to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Maybe leave a comment. I like to hear from you. All right. So we're going to go to the Vintage Wisdom Oracle and see what is needed in this connection at this time. Abundance. Yeah, everybody's so guarded right now. And compassion. Oh, you guys. Because here's the thing. I really feel like as she's beginning to understand this dynamic, she is feeling hard on herself. And this is calling for you to have compassion for yourself if you are the feminine, and compassion for the feminine if you are the masculine in this, okay? The other card we have coming out is abundance. This is just really like the need to realize how much love is actually present here, okay? And also it's a lesson to the feminine to stop looking at what's missing or expecting things to be wrong, okay? Just like open up your eyes. They're playing, is it Martha, My Dear? Now I lost the lyrics. I think it's Martha, My Dear. We just had 1-11-11, and that's when I lost my lyrics, you guys. What's going on with my brain? All right. Help yourself to a little bit of what is all around you. Silly girl, do, Martha, my dear. I'm gonna have to listen to like the entire White Album. I've got the time. Anyways, this is just really asking the feminine here to open your eyes to what is all around you. You had this wonderful, wonderful, bountiful thing walk up to you, and you refused it because of your own inner demons. Okay? So you have to be able to remove that lens of always looking at the world from a place of mistrust. Girl, did I not say so? Work through your fears. Okay? This was a message that was really meant to come out to the divine feminine. Okay? Do we have advice for a masculine in case he's watching? Luck is on your side. Emotions are running high. Okay? Luck is on your side and emotions are running high as a super moon. We did just have one of those. So something might have happened between you guys during the Virgo full moon. Okay? So I feel like this guy does not really want to give up on this. But he feels bad walking away because her baggage triggers his. And he needs to walk away. 8 of Cups is walking away from emotional baggage, from emotional situations that aren't serving you. Your jealousy and fear and doubts and whatever it is that's troubling the feminine here that caused her to not take his cup, to not see his value, that triggers him and he's got to walk away from that. All right. Emotions are running high. I honestly feel like give it some time. You just got to give it some time. She's got to work through her fears and he's just kind of got to rest. I'm sorry. Sometimes men can be really, really et tu, brute. You too? I thought you were different than all the other women. I am a man more sinned against than sinning. But you know what? You know who this is? King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. I thought you were different, Queen of Pentacles. But he is looking back over at this situation. And look who we have here on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to leave it there with the Queen of Pentacles. I love you with so much of my heart that none is left to protest. Fudge. Oh, fudge. All right. Look at these cards, you guys. I didn't mean to pull out 5, but we're going to do this because I'm into it. All right. We have 2 6s here. 6 is the card of the lovers. All right. So 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. Okay. Some Cupid kills with arrows, some with traps. Okay? This was a trap. All right? And then we have the Six of Wands, which is essentially like victory. But frailty, thy name is woman. Just basically is like, you know what? Women can be so fickle sometimes. Okay? Women can be so fickle sometimes. All right? You guys, I really hope this was a helpful reading. If we can get any deeper into it through a personal, definitely hit me up at the information below. Like I said, hit like and subscribe if you're still around. I'm sending you so much love. My advice here, like I said, if you're the feminine, you've got to be able to work through your fears. And that's some work that you have to do before it's even possible to go back to this. Okay? If this can be come back to. I really want to know more. Okay, what's the most likely outcome for this union? Can we get a likely outcome for this union? You and your loved ones are safe. Meditate and contemplate a win-win outcome is forecast, you guys. Okay, this union is protected. This union is protected. Okay, meditate and contemplate. Okay. You are still energetically connected to this person, so keep the vibe high. All right? A win-win outcome is forecast, okay? You do the work, he takes his space, or however you want to reverse those roles. Thank you guys so much for being here and for letting me deliver this message to you today. It was an honor and a pleasure. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay hopeful. We're going to get through this together. Okay, friends, welcome to the reading for pile number 4. If you chose this beautiful rose quartz, I didn't really get a chance to show it off. Isn't it beautiful? And then, of course, the fortune telling card marked sweetheart. So let's dive in. I'm going to begin with the Game of Thrones tarot. We're going to be taking a peek at the feminine energy, how the feminine is viewing the connection, or how she's relating to the connection at this time, how the masculine energy is looking at the connection at this time, and then what is going on with the connection itself. Okay, so depending on how these cards come out with the feminine and the masculine, I might do a past, present, future, and I might just do an overall energy with the sort of the connection. Okay, you guys, oof. We got a Three of Swords. What's going on, feminines? Okay, then we're going to wrap it up. We're going to look at some oracle cards. What's needed in this connection at this time? Do we have any timing or advice we can look at? I got a Tower card. And then we're going to check in with William Shakespeare, and then the Wheel of Fortune. You guys, whatever disruption or pain you've been going through, ooh, the Lovers, it does have a lot to do with your path in life. That's so many majors that they're showing me already. Queen of Spears, all right? Yes, you're going through some changes right now. We have the Queen of Cups. I'm just looking at what's coming out at the bottom. All right, let's take a peek. You might be... Now I get some knights. You're taking action. Let's take a peek. How are you relating to... We have the Knight of... What is that? Spears. Knight of Wands, okay? Ten of Wands. Man, this deck is talking. Do I have to take them all? No. Nine of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So there's a wish fulfillment here. But some of y'all doing too much. And that's, it's a call-in. Okay. Some of you guys are maybe just dealing with a lot of responsibilities. There is a lot of passion. There, oh, snap. But there's our Tower card. Okay. This is a connection that you're very, very passionate about. We have the Knight of Spears. Okay. You are very passionate. This might be even a connection that started very passionately, very rapidly. And that's the energy that the feminine is feeling here. But that's kind of a lot, is what this Ten of Spears is showing me. It's kind of just a lot. I think this person's feeling, this feminine is feeling a little overwhelmed by the situation. And that ends up with this Tower moment that upsets the Ten of Cups. Okay. So I feel like whatever potential or happiness or dream or emotional fulfillment was present or was potential in this relationship, there's been this sudden shift in perspective that has made her doubt that. Okay. Thank you. These cards are talking. Let's get into his energy. Let's get into his energy, please. Eight of Staves. All right. So I really feel like this is probably a connection that came on, that began. We do have an Ace of Cups here that began very, very passionately. Maybe even very quickly. All right. And it, like I said, it might have just been too much. Two of Cups, you guys. He's feeling the feelings. He's got some love. Eight of Staves again. That might be why she kind of freaked out. And he's missing her. Okay. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's at the base. That's at the, essentially at the root of what he's feeling now. Okay. All right, we got these cards. Ooh, in fact, he really, wow. Okay, thank you for this, Spirit. Can we just turn it down a little? Thank you so much. Okay. Is a very, very nervous, restless energy, almost an anxious energy. Okay. He's really scared right now because he really likes you. Feminine, if you are the feminine watching, okay? If you're the masculine, you're feeling the feels. You got Ace of Cups, you got Two of Cups. You're really thinking that this is a good match. This is a thing. But I think it might have been, you may have come on a little strong is all, okay? This right here, what I'm doing is the equivalent of pacing. Okay? Four of Swords. So you're resting, you're in your thoughts. He's contemplating. That's what this energy is about. I'm surprised that it did not come out reverse because this is just a very, he really, let me get some more cards out and try to make sense of this energy. See, he's just like, this temperance. Lack of temperance is what I'm feeling right now, okay? What do we got? We have the Eight of Cups reverse and Judgment. Okay. He's thinking about this. And he kind of wants to go back and redo something. The Ace of Swords reversed. Okay. This guy feels like maybe he... Yes. Okay. All right. I think this guy's regretting something that he said. I think he wants to take a step back. It might have been whatever caused this tower moment. Okay. Because now he's in a state of contemplation. And it's interesting because the Four of Swords is usually quiet contemplation. When I said I'm surprised it didn't come out in reverse, check out what this image is doing. This guy's not taking a nap. He's not resting. He's not meditating. It's almost like a tuned down Five of Swords energy. Five of Swords is when we've got needles in our thoughts, okay? Our own thoughts are like attacking us. Okay? This Four of Swords, he's trying to sort out his thoughts about everything, okay? He might have just kind of run away from the situation, like in a, I don't know how to deal, I'm going to run kind of thing. But it may also be that when he got to this quiet place, he's like, well, crap. I kind of want to go back and do that again. Because the Eight of Cups reverse is going back to something that you walked away from. And the Judgment card is reviving something that is dead. Or wanting to call something back up for review. All right. The Ace, I feel like this guy maybe was not clear. I feel, you guys, there's two aces reversed with the Five of Swords in the middle. So remember I said the Five of Swords is like self-sabotage. Okay. Or even somebody whose ideals just really, really conflict with yours in a way that is almost offensive to you, okay? It's a battle that nobody wins. It's a battle that nobody wins. This could have been a moment to share truth and have a new beginning, but that's not what happened. And this person's feeling sorry about that, okay? All right? Because there's some sort of tower moment that made her lose faith. That made her just like really be like, you know what? I had this dream that things could be this way. But then this tower moment came along. And I think he's reflecting on that Tower moment at this time. All right. So we're going to take a peek. This is my erotic deck. I told y'all it was coming. This is, and there's a Four of Cups right now. So taking a step back. They're both not engaged right now. And there's the Three of Swords. So there's some pain and there's some heartache here. And the Five of Swords. Yeah, somebody shot themselves in the foot, and maybe even shot the connection in the foot. I just have to kind of calm myself, you guys. He's very anxious. He's pacing. This Four of Swords, he's not meditating and resting. It's more of like a pacing energy. All right, I'm going to shuffle one more time and then we'll deal out, okay? Okay, I did this earlier and I got to do it again. I'm going to light my angel healing incense just because I'm out. And you guys, that's what I feel like this connection could use right now. This little angel healing. All right. All right. Okie doke, we're going to take a peek at what is the, let's do past, present, and future. That's what I want here. Y'all. Then we have the Four of Cups again. So the present energies I really feel like are just a disengagement. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take it exactly as it fell. Sideways. Sideways. Because they've been talking about the past. We do have the Empress. So there's a potential for this to grow. Okay. I feel like whatever happened in this tower situation, they're like each person is looking at how the other person caused it. They're not looking at how they were in control. So they're looking back on it and they're reflecting on this moment, but they're kind of doing it sideways. You guys, we have the Judgment card, so this will be revisited. Okay. This will be revisited, okay? And here's the reason why I say that, because the Seven of Pentacles is looking at what you've been working on. What have I been investing? What are the steps I've been taking? And how does that line up with what it is that I'm really trying to accomplish? Or is a kind of looking at the past, what have I done? Okay? And when that comes out in reverse, or it often means that there's a lack of self-reflection. I feel like people are, like each of these people is kind of trying to see their role in this situation, because you see like she's on top. She's in control. Whoops, I flipped it the wrong way. Sorry guys. There she is. Now she's on top. She's in control. Okay? She's taking responsibility. And the other person almost is like, oh, this is just something that's happening to me, right? So I feel like that's the process right now, is each person kind of being like, well, let me look at how much of this, because they got the Hermit card. They've each gone to their own corner. And they're like, okay, well, how much of this? And yes, and we have the High Priestess. So how much of this is my fault and how much of this just happened to me? Okay, that's what's going on. In the past, that's what was needed. Let's see what the present energy is. Five of Cups reversed. And the Four of Wands, okay? So this loss, this whole process is, we got the Hermit again. This whole process is really actually leading each of these people to a stage, to the completion of something within them, to some sort of realization, Ace of Swords, about what it is that they really truly want. And they're just really learning a lot from this at this time, okay? And I think they're both missing and having a hard time getting over the connection that they had with one another. Ace of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. There is love here, okay? The Four of Wands is that happy, healthy connection. The Four of Wands is a happy, healthy connection, a place where you feel at home, but it's also twin flame energy. Okay? I see this now. Okay, so in the future, one potential energy actually kind of revolves around the masculine, because he has to rethink old ideas about what made him happy, about his ideas of happiness, because he's beginning to see that they were wrong, that he wasn't actually coming from a place of maturity when he formed those ideals of happiness, and he needs to find a way to walk away from those. Okay? Another potential is that he sees another meaning is that he sees the potential for happiness, but he feels like he's just shot himself in the foot and he walks away. What is needed in this situation is what this next deck is going to tell us, the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. All right. Kindred Spirits is in the middle of this deck. All right. You guys, this is... Oh, wow. Okay. So in my other readings, we had this total like mirroring of energies. And in this one, these two people are mirroring in each other in another way. Not just from where they stand right now in the relationship, but in the way that they've been developing, the way that this relationship has affected their paths in life and their relationship with themselves, all right? Because that's essentially the purpose of all relationships, all connections, is to serve as a mirror to our relationship with ourselves. He's trying to come out. Dreams. Some of you guys, that's where you need to go. You're going to be getting messages in your dreams for some of you guys. For some of you, it's about confronting your own illusions, all right? This wants to point to this, his notion of happiness. Remember how I said this 10 of Cups? That's not a real 10 of Cups. That is his skewed perception of happiness. And this is what he's revisiting now, all right? He doesn't want to walk away from this situation, but having to walk away from this situation makes him stop and say, wait, what if I just reviewed what my expectations are? You guys are kindred spirits, okay? So you're both going through similar transformations here, similar changes. Can I get one more? Oop, we gave me 3. We'll just do it, okay? Compassion, reflection, and intuition, okay? So that's what, and new beginnings, do, swinging your baby around, da. I love it. Okay, sorry you guys, I'm a little weird. I've been like, last week was spring break, and then they closed the school for 2 more weeks, and then they closed the schools for the rest of the year. So I've been just hanging out with my cats and my tarot cards. And I, once again, thank you for being here. If you're still watching, hit the like button, okay? So this is a time of separation, but this union is still strong on the spiritual level. It will be revisited, okay? He's needing to revisit his own things right now, all right? So what is asked of the feminine specifically? Have some compassion. Both of you need to have compassion for the other. Do some reflection. Go through this process. Well, how much of this tower did I contribute to? And how much of it was really like something that just was sprung at me? And then listen to your intuition, because your guides, your dreams, they're trying to tell you. You guys, with the Four of Wands at the absolute center of this whole thing, I do feel like this is a divine connection. You guys are not ready yet to step into it. but this is a divine connection. This is a connection that offers a place for growth for both of you, okay? And sometimes that involves triggering each other. Sometimes that involves triggering change within one another, okay? So I really super duper hope that this video was helpful to you. If you want something more specific, hit me up at the information below. You guys, I almost forgot. I was just so, okay, you guys, I've got 2 more readings. What am I talking about? Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I got 2 more cards, and not readings, cards, okay? This is the Moonology Oracle deck, okay? Moonology Oracle deck, and it's going to give us maybe just some insight or advice at this time. That is 2 cards, but whatever. Ooh, your dreams need a practical plan. Okay. Full moon in Taurus. And then the end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay. Full moon in Capricorn is going to happen during the month of Cancer. All right. Your dreams need a practical plan. Dreams. This is for him. Yes, because he's had these dreams that are not attached to reality. And this whole thing has kind of illuminated that for him. He needs to revisit his dreams and see how really practical they are. How much do they really line up with what it is that he wants, and what does he need to walk away from in order to form healthier expectations for relationships, okay? And then this is for the feminine, the end of a tough cycle approaches, okay? So if this is a connection that you're absolutely committed to, understand that it just requires that each of you go within right now. All right. That's a message that I'm kind of not surprised to see, because the last couple of astro forecasts that I did, we talked about how Venus and Mars, the planets, are each going through their own really tremendous moments in the sky over the month of March and then going into April. Okay. So we're going to have definitely a lot going on with each individual part of this connection before we see something happening in the connection itself. We're going to finish up with William Shakespeare playing cards. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Do you remember, some of these are things that you have done. Some of you, these are things that you were born with. You just, when I say this 7 of Pentacles, where you have to assess what led to this Tower moment, okay? This whole process is thrusting greatness upon you, okay? Please understand that there is such an opportunity for growth here. Such a tremendous opportunity for growth, okay? But right now, that growth has to take place through the processing of whatever that Tower moment was, okay? I hope that has helped you guys. I love you so much. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay hopeful, and I'm always going to be here for you. You guys know I am, all right? We're going to get through this together. Thank you again for being here with me today.